Mbaise. So we are at the board of Barrister Onyonyo Njoku. We are in his state-of-the-art mansion at Eziala Nguru, Umunneato Autonomous Community. We are bringing you the man behind the gigantic road maintenance project from Ngor-Okpala to Aboh. So I know everybody is praying for him, wishing him well. You're wondering, who is this Njoku? Obviously, there are so many Njoku in Mbaise. Whether it's this Njoku that we all know that is now like a goldfish that will never be hidden anymore. So we are bringing him to the fore so that you will know a man who is the real Njoku. An outstanding philanthropist, the great patriot of Mbaise nation, who recently buried his younger brother. In a short while, you shall be watching the interview of Barrister Njoku. Stay tuned. Onyonyo Mbaise.
Go to the man, I want Jesus. Amen. I got the Kunuma. She like a girl, when you met to one you would say, I cannot be someone. Yahweh, see, I make you, sir. On your way, go say, and I had Jesus. Amen. I do not have Jesus. Amen. Who didn't know lawyer. I watch it and I also have music that who was a little man. Jehovah, the members of the man, I had Jesus. Amen. I wish I got a man. Anywhere you go, you find a Mbaise man. And when you find an Mbaise man, you go know.
Good evening, sir. Yeah, good evening. Thanks for having us. What a wonderful apartment you have here.
Thank you.
Mbaise people would like to know you first and foremost, so we want to get to know you, sir.
My name is Njoku, which everybody calls me Barrister Njoku. So that's why I'm just as simple as that.
I can see you're a very simple man, sir. We also want to consult you over the loss of your loss, your younger brother, sir. And we know the effort you made and to keep him alive. But God give it, God take it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your thoughts and prayers.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. The Mbaise people would like to know you. First and foremost, we want you to say a word of appreciation to them for coming out yesterday, despite the rain, to be with you.
I cannot thank the Mbaise people, the Mbaise nation enough for all the sacrifice they made coming out en masse to support us when we laid my brother Joseph Njoku to rest. That day was very different in so many ways. It rained so heavily, and but in spite of the weather, people were not deterred. So people came out. We showed love. And I thank the Mbaise people so much. I cannot thank them enough. I'm really grateful to everyone who came out that day, who defied the weather to come to show solidarity with us. And my prayer is God bless you all. God will reward you all for your good work.
Yeah, maybe said right here, they are watching. Well, recently, sir, you were told, or not were told, we covered the road maintenance project that was unprecedented in Mbaise, from Ngor-Okpala to Aboh. It's really very amazing that one man could, decide to undertake such a gigantic project. What made you take over such a project, sir?
Basically, it was a humanitarian effort. It was humanitarian in every respect. The road has been bad, and with the coming of the rains, it became impassable. So people have been running diversions from one part to the other. People coming have been going through destroying the village and community roads because they are trying to divert. And people at some point completely avoided the Aboh branch road because there was no way they could use the road anymore. So what I did was purely humanitarian. It was not. I did not even do it. I didn't even think it was going to attract any attention. All I needed to do was to do the intervention remedial works so that people could just go freely. So that was what I meant in my heart to do. But I'm surprised at the amount of attention it's been gathering.
Wonderful. So because we actually covered from Peking Road down to Amaparas. We did a reportage on that event. We interviewed people on the road, and they were very, very happy. You could see the joy on people's face. For the first time, like the Kangaroo Road especially, leading to Aboh. For the first time, during rainy season, that road that used to be a menace to Mbaise people is now passable. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We are from Mbaise people. We are saying thank you because they want to say thank you, but all Mbaise people cannot come and tell you thank you. So we are using the medium in Mbaise to say thank you, sir, for what you've done for Mbaise through the road project, and of course what you've been doing for humanity. We know all the stories. We know all the stories. We want to say God will continue to bless you, replenish you, strengthen you, give you more life and grace for whatever you're doing. We want you to just have a final word to Mbaise people. And we want to put on record too that the road project that was done was not for any political gain. It is unfortunate that most times when people do things in Mbaise or do things elsewhere, especially in Nigeria, people tend to be political. If somebody wants to do that for some kind of ulterior motive, especially political. And do you have an intention of running for politics?
Well, that's a very interesting question. I'm not a politician, and I have no intention of going into politics. I said to you before, what I have been doing in Mbaise and in Nigeria is purely humanitarian. So humanitarian, that is just what it is. I don't know how to invent another word for it. So it's humanitarian, it's probably, you can say, philanthropic in addition to humanitarian. That's the second word. So I have no political motive.
It's quite obvious with your foundation.
And I thank Mbaise people for understanding it that way.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your foundation, Njoku Foundation.
Njoku Foundation is now you brought it back here. So it's a foundation that is purely humanitarian. Again, we are back to that point.
Yeah.
So, and we've been focusing on healthcare and education. Now we are also looking at mental health as an offshoot of healthcare. So we intend to continue using this platform to support the people, to create opportunities, to, be able to give people the opportunities they don't have, especially in education. Support people go to school, support the children, support the young people. Make sure that to the extent that we can, we provide as much as possible to the children. And also for our healthcare, yes, we've been doing a lot of medical outreach, and we intend to continue doing all these things. We intend to continue empowering people. So Njoku Foundation is expected to continue doing this humanitarian work. For me, humanity is at the center of my conscience and my passion. So everything I do has that humanitarian instinct, behind it. Nothing else. It's not for publicity. It's not for, self, or glorification. I'm not in for all those stuff. So mine is to try as much as possible to add value to humanity, and as much as God allows me and gives me grace to do. So I want to continue doing that, as long as I have the grace and the privilege to continue doing that.
Thank you, sir. God will continue to give you that. Casually, I once equated you with late Barrister Bishop Swanson. I don't know if you met him or you know him.
I never met him, but I knew him, of late.
Yeah, okay. He was so a man with such a heart like yours. Mbaise lost a great man. And yes, thank you, sir. And okay, we are watching Onyonyo Mbaise. We are right here interviewing Barrister Njoku on Mbaise Mwanamada. This is Onyonyo Mbaise. We'll keep bringing you the best of Mbaise people who make Mbaise shake, people who have the interests of Mbaise at heart. Here is a man who has done so much for his community, Umunneato community, giving solar lights, giving empowerment, sponsoring all people in education. He's doing a lot in Mbaise, not minding where you're from. So, Onyonyo Mbaise, we say thank you to Mr. Njoku for this opportunity to interview you. May we have more and more people like you in Mbaise and in Nigeria. God bless you, sir. Okay,
thank you also. I wish Onyonyo Mbaise in more grace, to continue the good work you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
So I also wish and pray for you, that you get all the resources you need to be able to grow your platform, and make it a veritable and credible platform for all Mbaise people, for the Mbaise nation, to be able to air credible news and authentic information out there. Because in this era of social media, a whole lot of fake news is out there. But I hope Onyonyo Mbaise will be a very credible platform.
Yes, sir.
And so I thank you and I congratulate you too for the work you're doing.
God bless you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, sir.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
It's a pleasure, sir. On this note, we'll cut. Keep watching Onyonyo Mbaise. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Onyonyo Mbaise, listen to the word. Thank you.
Aboh Mbaise, no be fake. Call me Mr. Wayne. I don't give it down.
What do you want? I want to be here. Name of Prezzo. Makachile kege ya kalandria. Manu egondo. Otoje munga. Odego odoho kiki. Amazuzo. Uzo. Umezaga. My joya. Nandria. Meme bele. Kola gano. Na Jesus Christ Amen.
Anywhere you go, you find Mbaise man. And when you find Mbaise man, you go know.